Hello, I'm Tamika Keenan-Norman, Public Affairs Manager for the City of Rocky Mount, and I have to give kudos to the Rocky Mount Police Department for the way they've been involved in the community, from the most recent National Night Out to badges for baseball and even the Junior Police Academy. They've been doing some work in your community. So stay tuned to City Beat. We'll have more information about that and so much more coming up next.
What you're looking at is the center of the universe for the folks who live in the Twin Counties region of North Carolina. It's the interchange where I-95 crosses U.S. Highway 64. Travel 2 hours north on I-95 and you'll reach Richmond. 2 hours south will put you close to the South Carolina border. And only 2.5 hours away are cities like Norfolk and Greensboro and the famed golf courses of Pinehurst. If you travel 50 minutes west on US 64, you'll be in Raleigh. And just a little beyond there, you'll be in the world-famous Research Triangle Park. If you travel 2 hours east on US 64, you'll reach the beaches of the Outer Banks. A 4-hour drive from this interchange puts you in Charlotte or Washington, D.C. A half-day's drive west puts you in the majestic Appalachian Mountains. And just a day's drive away, you reach either Atlanta or New York. But what also makes our location so extra special is our climate. Now, we do have 4 seasons of the year, but since our cold winter days only hang around for a few weeks in the winter, many golfers brag about playing the links year-round. And if you ask what are the most beautiful times in the Twin Counties, most everyone talks about our spring days filled with dogwoods and azaleas, and our long fall season filled with fairs, pig pickings, and football. If you think of being at a Crossroads as a challenge, think again, because where I-95 and US Highway 64 come together is the place where friendly folks and great opportunities intersect. Welcome to Nash and Edgecombe counties. We can't wait to meet you.
Hello and welcome back to City Beat. I'm Tamika Keenan-Norman, and I just told you that the Rocky Mount Police Department has been out in the community, and the woman who's at the helm of it all is Yvette Jones, the Community Services Supervisor for the City of Rocky Mount. What a busy lady, and she's here to tell you more about the Junior Police Academy and the most recently held National Night Out. Here's Yvette.
Well, the Junior Police Academy has been in existence since 2001. It's actually an offspring of another program that we started back in 1998 called the Citizens Police Academy. But the focus of the Junior Police Academy is to relate to kids ages 13 to 18, more information about our law enforcement agency, and to build a stronger relationship with the youth in our community and the police department. And they have to fill out an application, and then there's a $35 registration fee, and it's first come, first served basis. We do talk to the parents and to make sure that the kids are interested. They don't have to want to be police officers, but maybe want to participate in the program to learn more about law enforcement. We usually choose around 20 participants, and we try to keep it, as small as possible so we can get to know the students personally over a week period of time. We try to build relationships with them, so the school resource officers are the ones that work with them since they work in the schools. And some of the topics that we have during the academy include crime scene investigation. We do a mock crime scene, set up a crime scene, and they have to go in and try to figure out what actually happened based off the evidence that they find. Most of our students and parents love it. They enjoy it. They go home and talk to their parents about the experiences they've had for that day, and I think they gain a better appreciation and respect for law enforcement. I think that there are several reasons why a student should participate in Junior Police Academy, and one reason is because we want them and the police department to learn how to just build that relationship. A lot of times you don't get that when you're being stopped by an officer or if you're involved in a particular case. Another reason is because we want our career in law enforcement to be that's marketable and interesting to our youth, and I think this program offers that. I know of several students who are either currently in college and their major is criminal justice. I do know of one participant from in the early 2000s who's now a highway patrol officer with our state. And we do have a police officer here with the Rocky Mount Police Department that's went through our Junior Police Academy. The Police Academy normally takes place during the months of June and July for 1 week. We have 2 separate academies. It's held Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. and we usually have most of the classes in our police department training room. In order for students to participate in Junior Police Academy, they will need to contact my office, the Community Services Supervisor, by calling 252-972-1436, or they can email me at yvette.jones@rockymountnc.gov. National Night Out was previously an event that was held in Station Square parking lot across from the police department, but we wanted to change the event so that it could be held in communities. They could be smaller events where the police and the citizens could get to know each other and work with each other in a smaller setting and be more personable with each other. National Night Out is an event that people can actually be creative with. They can do a parade, they can hold a block party, they can have an ice cream social, they can have a potluck supper in a fellowship hall of the church. So they can be very creative in how they actually hold their event. There's no one way that you can celebrate Night Out Against Crime. It can be held any way that community feels works with them, fits their pocketbook, and also will bring their community together to just talk about how they can reduce crime and drugs in their community. During National Night Out, some of the topics that are pretty much top topics that communities are dealing with are home security, talking about ways that they can make their home more secure, drug prevention, making people more aware of the different types of drugs that we're dealing with in this community. Also, gang awareness, talking about some of the different areas that we're having problems with youth. Those are just some of the main ones, but there are various others that are being requested at this time. Personal safety, identity theft, and the list goes on. The city is divided up into 4 different districts: north, south, east, and west. And the communities that participated in the north are the Drew Hill Apartments. They hosted an event on August the 7th. In the south, we had 2 communities, Berkshire and South Rocky Mount. In the east, we had Mayview Community, and in the west, we had Woodridge Community, which is the community behind Sunset Avenue Baptist Church, which includes streets like Alexander and Churchview Drive. I think that has been a positive response. We wanted to start doing the communities, events in the small communities, kind of small, so we can see how it will work, how our response will be. So we only sent out notices to a small few that we've been dealing with over the last year or two. And so we didn't receive a big response because we didn't send out a big mailing. But hopefully next year we'll have double or maybe triple that. So we wanted to start small first and then just kind of evolve into a bigger event next year. If you're interested in participating in National Night Out, you just need to call the police department and register your event by calling 252-972-1436 or emailing my office at yvette.jones@rockymountnc.gov. Well, we'll continue doing our Citizens Police Academy, which will begin in the fall in October. So if anyone is interested in participating in our upcoming Citizens Police Academy, please call my office. It will begin the first Tuesday in October. And again, we look forward to working with our Youth Explorers, which is a year-round program for youth ages 14 to 20 that are interested in law enforcement. They meet monthly, and we have different trainings and activities for them.
Thank you so much, Yvette, for all that you do in our community. Coming up next, we'll talk about a new program, Badges for Baseball, that's instrumental for young children in the Boys and Girls Club. We'll be back. You're watching City Beat.
"7,000 high school students drop out every school day. That's a line of desks more than 4 miles long. We can keep students in school. Visit boostup.org and take the first step.
You're on your way to meet up with friends, but you can't seem to get anywhere quickly. You don't want your friends to be annoyed, so you text. You're on your way. "5 seconds is the average time your eyes are off the road while texting while driving. make sure you get where you're going.
Hello, I'm Tamika Keenan Norman, and if you're just tuning in to today's edition of City Beat, we're focused on the Rocky Mount Police Department's community outreach efforts. And Brad Summerlin is very excited about a new program, well, at least new to our police department, called Badges for Baseball. He'll tell you how it's affecting, in a positive way, young kids in the Boys and Girls Club.
I'm the community resource officer for the police department. My job entails implementing programs for at-risk youth in the city. I go out to various communities and do community watch groups. I also do presentations in church, schools, civic organizations, and covering several topics from bullying to home security. I also do crime prevention strategies for the shift. Badges for Baseball is a foundation that was started by Cal Ripken Jr. when his father passed away in 1999. They implemented the foundation in 2001, and it was a program started to carry on the skills and things that they learned from their father through coaching. And it was a way to get out to the kids and the youth in the communities to show some type of positive things in their life. And Badges for Baseball started with them implementing the police department to show a positive side of the police department to kids, because there was always a negative influence from the police department with kids. So they implemented the two for the police department to come in and teach the lesson plans. The lesson plan is about an hour long. We'll go in and teach them various topics from leadership, teamwork, sportsmanship, communication, work ethics, respect. We'll go over the lesson plan with the kids. The ages are from 10 to 12 years old. We'll go over the lesson plan with them, teach them about everyday life skills that they can take out that's positive, not only to their families, their homes, their schools, their communities. They can take it with them everywhere they go. After that, then we go out, we play activity, we play baseball with them, and we teach them baseball skills on the field and have a good time with the kids. I think we showed a positive side of the police department. A lot of kids in the area have a negative opinion of the police department. We come in and show them a positive side, that we love to interact with kids here. They took hold to the department. The program is very good. It's been a very good success. The kids look forward to us every day coming in. They just, when we get there, they jump right in the classroom, they grab their books and their lesson plans, and they're ready to go. It's a 12-week course. We do it every Tuesday and Thursday from 10 to 11 at the Rocky Mount Boys and Girls Club on Raleigh Road. I think it's a great program. I'm glad we implemented it this year through the police department. Chief Moore was a big advocate of it. He was really pushing to get some programs out there for our youth. So we got the training on it and implemented the program. I've learned just as much from the kids and had a good time with the kids as they had from me learning different things. And I hope that they can take something out of the program, just one kid or one thing that they can take from the program and take it back home or into the community as positive. And I hope the kids can learn that police officers aren't all bad people, that we're some great guys. We're there to help them in any way we can, and that they'll take them skills of respect and communication and leadership, and they'll take that out, and when they get older, they'll build upon them. If they want to get involved with Badges for Baseball, they can contact the Boys and Girls Club. They have programs there all summer long, and they can let the directors there know that they'd like to have their kid get involved with Badges for Baseball. And if they're in the ages of 10 to 12, usually is what the age range is, they'll be able to do that 12-week course for Badges for Baseball.
Thank you, Brad, and thank you so much for tuning in to another edition of City Beat. And I know that Brad and the folks over at the Boys and Girls Club are so thankful for Badges for Baseball, and I personally hope that it will continue for many, many more years to come. Thanks to the police department for your many community outreach efforts, and I hope that you can find out more about what the Rocky Mount Police Department is doing in your community. I'm Tamika Keenan Norman, and stay tuned for another edition of City Beat next week.